In Mexico, one indigenous community continues its action against a highway project that they say will not only put in jeopardy their lands and way of life, but open the doors to privatization that will impact other indigenous communities of the region. Our correspondent Clayton Kahn now reports.
While it looks like these farm workers are planting their next harvest, they are actually reappropriating their lands damaged by what they say is an illegal state-sponsored highway construction project.
They never came and communicated with me to tell me they are going to build this or they are going to give me a sum for this land. They never commented anything to me, and that angers me.
The rural indigenous community of San Francisco Xochicuautla has resisted this so-called mega project, taking their battle to the courts and nonviolent resistance. They fear that they will eventually be evicted from their lands and natural resources.
We oppose this highway project wholeheartedly because we don't want them to evict us from our lands, from our water. Our land is very important. It's extremely important for us because from it we are able to eat.
The community says that its rights have been violated for not receiving any prior consultation by the authorities, and that ultimately the highway project that is to connect the cities of Naucalpan and Toluca will open the doors to further privatization of their lands.
The three levels of government have opened the road for real estate investment, for mega infrastructure, for mining, for the open and privatization of the commons. Like in the entire country, in our indigenous community, a history of dispossession is being repeated.
The community's leaders say that their constitutionally recognized rights as indigenous peoples have been violated, arguing that their so-called uses and customs and self-governance were bypassed by the highest of authorities.
The President of the Republic signed an agreement recognizing indigenous governance and autonomy. He needs to respect it and respect the Mexican Constitution. We request that he does this. In fact, that we as Mexicans have the obligation to make him respect our Constitution. Although it is the President who is violating it, he must be the first that we pressure to respect the Constitution.
Although the community has confronted police repression for their resistance, they declare that they will indefinitely maintain their civil resistance and exhaust all legal measures to stop the project. For those behind me, the protest camp is not just in defense of their community and natural resources, but for other indigenous communities that are defending against so-called mega projects. Clayton Kahn, Telesur, Xochicuautla, Mexico.